Hello everyone, this is Shroo, and today I have a very awesome special guest for this episode of Shroo to Ta, Assertive Fluttershy, who I will be interviewing today.
Hello. I'm Assertive Fluttershy, or as some of you may know, Alex. And I'm a brony musician, if you want to call it that. And I've been producing music for about, I guess, 4 years. And yeah, that's pretty much it about me that you should know right now.
Sweet, well, I'll go play one of your most popular songs from the Balloon Party album, Boooring. And again, this is Shroo, and I am interviewing Assertive Fluttershy, and you are listening to a Shroo to Ta. Alright everyone, we are back on Luna Radio with Assertive Fluttershy. So, this will be an interview, and let's begin. In a couple of sentences, who is Assertive Fluttershy?
Well, Assertive Fluttershy, me. I'm a brony musician from Ottawa, Ontario, but I'm actually in Waterloo right now. And as I said before, I've been producing music for about 4 years under like a bunch of different names, but I only started making pony music about a year ago, yeah. So I think that's 3 sentences or something. So yeah.
What are your general interests aside from producing music?
Well, I do a lot of gaming. Recently, I've gotten into League of Legends thanks to a bunch of people on my floor.
You actually went silent for like maybe 10 seconds. Can you start over?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm pretty interested in video games. Like I've recently gone to League of Legends thanks to a bunch of people on my floor playing it. I'm pretty interested in rhythm games too, such as like DDR and Stepmania. And I like to play basketball and golf. And I'm in computer science, so I like to code a lot of stuff. So I'm actually working on some plans for a game, like a coding game, but haven't really started much on that yet. So yeah.
This is actually pretty interesting. Several of the interests that you mentioned, we actually overlap with, so let's get started on League of Legends. What's your favorite role in League of Legends?
Okay, like I mostly play support since all the other roles are taken by my friends, but I think
Favorite supports?
Soraka probably and Blitz.
Sweet.
Yeah, because I don't know, like I actually started playing Soraka because they told me to the first game I tried, and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad because I'm used to playing kind of like the cleric role in like MMOs and stuff, so it wasn't really anything too different. But yeah, and I think Blitzcrank is pretty cool because like if you hit a pull, then it feels so good. But
It is that
yeah,
he's been getting banned quite a bit in draft pick.
yeah, definitely. I think it's mostly because he's a free champ for this week too. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, as far as rhythm games go, you mentioned that you play DDR and Stepmania. Do you prefer keyboard packs or just okay, so for the audience, a keyboard pack is basically a song that is like nearly impossible to play DDR Stepmania on with like actual feet. You like have to play the keyboard for it. And I forgot what they're called. I think they're just called pad songs or songs that you can actually play on like with your feet and such. So which ones do you prefer?
I think I prefer keyboard because I play Stepmania a lot more than I do like actual DDR. But there's a DDR club at my university actually, and I go like pretty much every week. So whenever I'm there, then I play DDR like actually like pad songs and stuff. But like I generally don't have access to a machine, so mostly keyboard for me.
Um, do you have any favorite Stepmania packs?
Oh, that's pretty difficult actually. The hard songs mega packs are pretty good, like training yourself on hard songs. Oh, I like Icy World Nuclear Blast jump stream packs too because they're pretty fun. And I want to plug the FFR community packs because I actually have a couple files in them. So yeah, if you want, check them out.
Have you actually noticed any pony packs coming out for Stepmania soon? Because personally, I've been trying to find them, and I can't find that many pony songs or any pony packs.
There's actually been like a decent amount of pony packs coming out. Like I noticed on like Equestria Daily, like occasionally they post about like some Stepmania packs. Most of them are pad packs though, so I haven't really seen a keyboard Stepmania pony pack. But the pad packs that I've played so far, they're pretty fun, but they're kind of like easy on keyboard. So I'm waiting for a good pad one. I mean keyboard one.
Hmm. Do you play any other rhythm games like Beat Mania or Guitar Hero?
I play Rock Band sometimes. Like I have it for Xbox. I'm not that great at it though, so yeah. I've tried Beatmania once, I think, and it's a lot harder because there's like 7 keys and the scratch thing, so I don't really have the coordination for that yet. Um, I played Pop and Music too, which is kind of different. It's like they have a bunch of buttons and stuff. It's
Yeah.
interesting, but I've only played that like once too, so yeah.
Um, what's your favorite plastic instrument in Rock Band
Plastic instrument.
or plastic instrument?
Yeah. Um, I'd probably have to say drums because I guess it's the most similar to the keyboard. Well, apart from the actual piano keyboard, like in Rock Band 3, they have the new keyboard, and that's pretty fun too. But I think drums are fun because I don't know, it just it feels the most real, I think, out of all the different like plastic instruments, and it's really fun to play. So yeah.
Hmm. All right. So on to about your computer sciencey stuff. What's your favorite programming language?
Um, right now, I'd probably have to say Python, even though like I've only used Python like about 2 times for like school projects because most of our stuff was written in Java, and Python is a lot more. It's more intuitive, but like Java, I think I have the most knowledge in Java since I've worked like 2 years with that during school. But yeah, and this term actually in university we're learning Scheme, which is probably my least favorite language just because the amount of brackets. Like if you ever see a Scheme file, you're gonna like want to kill yourself. But I think other than that, yeah, like I think Python's the best in my opinion.
I heard that you can do like everything in Python in like only 3 to 4 lines or something ridiculous.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Python, like you pretty much anything that takes you like 10 lines in Java, you can pretty much do in 1 or 2 lines in Python. So it's definitely a lot shorter.
Yeah. Um, how did you get started in computer science and programming in general?
Well, actually, like I think it was during grade 9 or 10. I had this like business tech class, and we had a Flash, like a little section about Flash. And my friend in that class, he was actually showing me some like games he was coding in Flash, and I was like, "Whoa, that's cool." And he kind of like taught me a bit about how to code, and I was kind of interested from there on. So I like took some computer science courses in high school, and I looked up some kind of like tutorials and stuff. So yeah, like it's pretty interesting, and like it's the thing I want to make my career because there's definitely a lot of jobs now since that technology is evolving so fast, and it's a viable market. So I think it's a good career.
What are you planning to do with your computer science knowledge in
Um,
the future?
like my my kind of dream job, I guess, is to be a game developer, but that's kind of cliche. So it's pretty much everyone wants to be. Um, but apart from that, a job at a stable company like Google or Microsoft would be really cool. Because well, Google they're doing a lot of cool stuff recently. Like they're trying a whole bunch of new products, and they're evolving their software, even their hardware. They're making like stuff like the Google Lens, which is it's kind of weird, but it's
Or
new.
Google Glass?
Yeah, yeah, the glasses thing. But yeah, so I think those would be some pretty cool jobs.
Oh, Lemonades has a question. What field within computer science are you interested in?
Um, I'm not really sure yet. I haven't really considered it because right now I don't have that big of a knowledge in computer science. Like I've coded like some really simple games and stuff, but I haven't really done anything like large scale. So can't really answer that right now, but I think something like graphics wise would be pretty cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, because graphic design is another one of my kind of like side interests. So working with graphics and stuff would be pretty cool.
All right. So you mentioned that you're interested in game development. So you're pretty well known within the fandom for your pony music, but are you planning on doing any pony games in the future?
Well, honestly, I'm not that great. It takes me quite a while to code because I'm still pretty well. I'm not new, but I guess inexperienced. Um, if I ever do get an idea, then I might work on it. But I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of other people more qualified than me that could make better games. So I'll have to consider that.
Hmm. Um. So how did you get into ponies in the first place?
Actually, like what I mentioned, like DDR and Stepmania,
Hmm.
there's a forum that I go to. It's called Flash Revolution, or FFR for short, and they actually have another game. It's like a pretty much a Flash-based DDR simulator. And on the forums, there's a thread about like um, My Little Pony and like why so many people had like pony avatars. So I read about it, and I think this was back in March of 2011 or something. And like I read about it, and I was like kind of like, what is this? And I was pretty skeptical about it. And then I watched the first two episodes, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And then I kept on watching, and then eventually caught up to like the episode that was airing the next Saturday, I think, which was episode 20. So yeah, pretty much within the span of a week.
Hmm. Um. Since you're into DDR, I'm going to ask. Are you into anime?
Um, I'm not really into anime that much. Like I've seen a couple, like Gurren Lagann. That's probably
Oh, that's
I
one of
think
my favorites.
I think that's the only one that I've finished out of all the ones that I've tried to watch, and it's definitely like it's a really good anime. And I've been meaning to watch Death Note, but I haven't really had the time. So yeah, like anime, like I like anime in general, but I'm not exactly like a super fan of it. But like it's good.
Hmm. Death Note's pretty good anime.
Yeah.
All right. So, how are you enjoying the new season three so far?
Um, I think the episode that aired today,
Oh, wait,
Magicals.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just say that it was my favorite of season three so far.
Sweet.
Yeah. Um, like the first two episodes, like the premiere, it was pretty good, but I think they could have done more development with the antagonist, King Sombra,
Yeah.
but and I think the ending was a bit rushed with the whole like Spike thing. But overall, it was pretty enjoyable. But I think today's episode was definitely the best of season three.
All right. I'll be watching that after this interview then,
Yeah, you should.
because everyone's been telling me it's such a good interview. Not interview, such a good episode.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, this interview will be good. Um. So, do you have any favorite pony musicians?
Um, I have a I have quite a few that I like. I think my favorite though has to be Fuzog's.
Hmm.
Um, like his music, like it was pretty much the inspiration for me to start making pony music, like back in the day. Um, because he does kind of like a different style of happy hardcore than me, but it's like his melodies and harmonies are just really uplifting and happy, and I really like his style of music. So yeah, he's probably my favorite. But I have some other favorites. Like I might be a bit biased about these because like they're people I talk to. But
Hmm.
Addictia, Icky, um, Art Attack, Dave, they're all some of my favorites too. So yeah,
Yeah, I play their music quite a bit on the station,
yeah,
and it is that a lot of those do like around 175, 180 BPM kind of stuff.
yeah. That's mostly what I do.
Hmm.
And then
So
like the go ahead.
Oh, in seasons 1 and 2, which episodes have been your favorite?
Oof, that's a pretty hard one. In season one, I think my favorite episode was Sonic Rain Boom. Um, it's just a good episode in general because it kind of like shows off every pony's like different personalities, and of course Fluttershy is my favorite, and it was a good episode for her. So yeah, and I think like the whole yay scene in the beginning like really makes the episode. And for season two, oof, that's a pretty hard one. I think episode four, Luna Eclipsed, that's probably one of my favorites too. Like I don't know, like the whole atmosphere of the episode was just really cool. So I think I like that.
Who's your favorite princess?
Um, I think Luna, just because of the amount of gamer Luna memes. Yeah, those are my favorite.
Sweet, especially since this is Luna Radio, which is
Yeah.
a better radio for a better princess.
Ooh, got some competition.
Um, alright. So, as far as ponies go, which is your favorite pony?
Um, Fluttershy is probably my favorite pony. Like when I first watched the show, I was just kind of like, oh, uh, she's kind of shy. She's kind of okay. But then as the episodes went on, like I don't know, I like her antics are just really funny to watch, and like I can relate to her kind of because I was actually like really shy back in the day, but like nowadays like I've gotten better. But yeah, like definitely Fluttershy. I think Rainbow Dash is a close second. Yeah.
Alright. And are there any conventions that you're planning to go to?
Um, I might go to BronyCon 2013. It really depends though. Uh, like it depends on the time and what my co-op job is, because that's when I'm going to be on my co-op work term. So it's a possibility. But there's also some upcoming conventions in Canada. Like I think
Heard this Brony
there's
can?
yeah, BronyCan. That's in I think Vancouver, somewhere in BC, and that's a possibility too. Along with CanterlotCon, which is different from Canterlot Gardens. It's actually it's a convention that's going on in Toronto, I think, next fall. So I'm looking forward to going there. But like nothing set in stone yet, but there's a bunch of maybes.
Alrighty. Well, on that note, we will cut to a really quick break. This is Assertive Fluttershy's latest song, Babseed, the Assertive Remix.
Yeah.
Alrighty, this is Shroo, and you are listening to Shroo to Talk with our special guest, Assertive Fluttershy, who I am interviewing right now. Alright, so you said that your favorite ponies were Fluttershy and to close second Rainbow Dash. Now,
Yeah.
in your pony music, who is your favorite pony to sample?
Oh, that's a hard one. Okay, I think. Oh, that's a hard question. Fluttershy is definitely one of the best because her like her voice just fits really well in songs in general, which is kind of ironic because like she's the only pony I didn't use during Boring. But I have actually a couple new songs coming out relatively soon that use some Fluttershy samples, so keep on the lookout for that.
Sweet. Was it Pinkie Pie's voice that was mostly sampled for Boring?
Actually, it's a common misconception. Like a lot of people think it's like Pinkie and Fluttershy, but
Hmm.
it's actually a combination of Pinkie, Rarity, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight. Like
That-
I,
Oh, go ahead.
I basically like took the beginning of Winter Wrap Up and the first little part like with Twilight and chopped up a bunch of samples from there and like I kind of mix the pitch a bit, so that's why some like a lot of them sound like Pinky because they were like up pitched. But I actually sampled pretty much everyone except for Fluttershy because she doesn't have a part in the beginning.
Hmm. Um, so you mentioned Fuzogs was one of your favorite pony musicians who's influenced you in pony music making. Do you have any artists, just pony or non-pony, that have influenced you?
Um, I think like I have to say Skrillex. Like a lot of people are probably gonna hate me for this, but like Skrillex is probably like one of the main dubstep kind of musicians who got me really into EDM. Like before Skrillex, like I was listening to other kinds of dubstep, but not really the kind of heavier, I guess, bro step kind of things. But I actually went to one of his shows back in July 2011, and like it was one of the best shows I've ever been to. Like it was crazy. So like after that, I was just like, yes, electronic music. I want to make this.
Do you have any happy hardcore artists that you're fans of?
Yes. I like Euphion. Like he has a lot of YouTube kind of views, and he makes some really cool songs. Like he makes like some Legend of Zelda songs and other kind of video game songs. So they're really good. Um, Audion is pretty good too. He made this track called Never Caught Lugia, which is like a Lugia remix, and it's really good too. But they're not really like mainstream hardcore artists. Probably one of my favorite mainstream ones is Serial, like S3RL, and he makes a kind of different style. Like his kicks are kind of more distorted and stuff, but he's definitely been one of my main influences too.
Hmm. You mentioned DER, and we were talking about that a little before. Do you have any favorite artists from that series?
Oh yeah, DJ Yoshitaka. He consistently makes really good songs like for DDR, and they're all really catchy. So he's definitely one of my favorites. Ryu Star, like Ryu with like little asterisk thing.
Mhm.
He's also another one of my favorites because um, like he makes a lot of like happy hardcore too. So his style is pretty similar to mine, and he's also like pretty good inspiration for me. So yeah.
So, how did you get involved in making music in the first place?
Um,
You
I
mentioned it
think
was before the fandom.
yes. I think it was back in grade 8 when I started making music, and oh, it was it was pretty bad back then. But I'm actually not completely sure how I exactly started because I was always interested in kind of like composing and making music since I started taking piano lessons in grade 5 because I was like, oh, cool, I can make my own music. But I
Oh,
never
was
really
that
got
your
into.
first bit of musical training?
Yes, it was. So in like grade 5, I started taking piano, and in grade 6, I started learning trumpet. So I guess those two started kind of similar to each other, and I
Mhm.
stayed with them until about grade 10, and then I kind of stopped doing both. But that's a good like 5 years, I think. So I have a decent amount of musical training.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you said around grade 8 was your start in electronic music
yeah.
production.
Mhm. Like it started off with like really bad kind of techno songs that didn't sound like techno at all, and I think it was around grade 9, I think, where I started making stuff and putting it on Newgrounds, and I got like maybe 100 something views on some of my like beginning songs, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then like actually I kept on making songs and like posting them different places. And one of my songs actually got like I think 6,000, 7,000 views on Newgrounds, and I was like, whoa, because I'd never really gotten that much exposure before. So I think that was when I was like, hey, I can try to start making good music. And as time went on, my style kind of changed. I went from kind of generic techno, like 130 40 BPM,
Mhm.
and kind of moved on to more, I guess, happy hardcore tracks like around faster BPMs. And I tried doing breakcore once too, but that didn't really go too well. I've actually tried a whole lot of genres, and I think happy hardcore is definitely my favorite genre to make, just because of how much fun it is. Because if you just like you like when you make melodies for I guess dubstep and stuff, like I don't really feel that they're too like uplifting or just kind of like epic. They're just kind of like there for dubstep. But like with happy hardcore, like the melodies are definitely a lot more kind of um, interesting in my opinion.
And your Babseed remix, that was pretty house-ish. Are you planning on doing more house?
I'm not sure. Like actually, I made that remix in an hour and a bit because I don't know. I just wanted to try to make a really quick remix just to see if I could. And for some reason, it became really popular and got like 60,000 views. I have no idea how.
The
Because yeah,
song is like really catchy in the first place.
yeah.
It's been stuck in my head for a few days.
But like the fact of the matter is that it was a really simple remix. Like I took like I made a house beat over the original and added some more instruments like some bass and stuff. But apart from that, I didn't really change much of the actual structure of the song. Like I repeated a few parts just to keep it like flowing, but like it was a really simple remix. But I think that's what people like though. Like simple remixes that are kind of catchy. So I'll consider it. But I'm still going to be making happy hardcore tracks.
And you mentioned that you like to do faster BPM stuff. A note for the audience: BPM stands for beats per minute, which is um, a unit for the tempo or the speed of the song. So, anyways, are you planning on doing anything like with drum and bass, or just drum and bass in general, or
Um,
hardstyle or such?
yeah, like drum and bass is pretty. It's a pretty good genre because I've made it before. It's not the hardest to make, but there's some intricacies that I still haven't gotten down. But actually, like one of my upcoming tracks is like a kind of drum and bass, like drum step hybrid, kind of like Boooring, I guess, but slightly different. So yeah, you should keep an eye out for that. And um, hardstyle, I've tried making. It's not I can't really get a good sounding kick, so I don't know. I'll see if I can get like Adictia or Iki to help me with that, but probably not soon. But I'll consider that too.
Um, do you have any upcoming songs coming up?
Yeah, I have like there was a Reddit music competition thing, um, and it's for charity, and basically like I think there were 42 people split up into six different teams, one for each of the main six, and I was on Team Fluttershy, and basically each team had a month to come up with an album, and that album's going to be put on Bandcamp I think this Monday. So basically the competition was to see like which album would make the most money for charity, and then I don't think there's a prize or anything. It's just kind of like a friendly competition. But yeah, like I have two tracks on that album, so keep an eye out for those too.
Sweet. Oh, you mentioned Bandcamp, and I actually noticed a couple of days ago that the Balloon Party albums all just completely disappeared from Bandcamp for some reason. Do you know anything about that?
Not really. Like one of my like someone commented on my boring video, and they were like, "Oh, the Bandcamp's gone," and I was like, "What?" And then I checked it, and it was. And I talked to a couple of people about it. I think they're just reorganizing things to get ready for the new Rainbow and Rooted Balloon Party album. I think that's gonna start somewhat soon, but it's probably not gonna be out till like next year, spring something.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they took the old ones down though. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a rumor floating around that apparently Knife Party um, was like being accused of being called bronies or something, and then they got in a fight. But that sounds a little weird, and I don't
Yeah,
entirely trust that rumor.
I'm pretty sure that's not true, but I guess you never know.
All right, so did you have any formal training in music theory or in electronic music production?
I didn't have any electronic music production training. I kind of just learned by myself and looking at YouTube tutorials and stuff. Um, as for music theory, during my piano and I guess like music classes in school where I played trumpet, I learned like fundamental music theory, like scales and chords and stuff. And from that point, once you learn like the fundamentals, you can pretty much like like it doesn't take too much effort to learn the more advanced stuff. So like I've had some I guess a decent amount of music theory training, but like I don't know all the chords yet, like diminished, augmented, those kind of things. I'm still kind of iffy on, but you don't really need those for electronic music so much. So I think like the training that I have is adequate for electronic music.
Hmm. Are you planning on doing something that's like completely unexpected from your music so far, like having a piano solo or
Oh,
trumpet in your music?
piano. Piano is a possibility. Trumpet's kind of like a no-no though, since I haven't played trumpet in probably like 3 years, so not exactly going to sound too good. But piano's a definite possibility because I like for my older songs, I actually used a lot of piano, and like most of it was like kind of synthesized. But like if I get a MIDI controller, then I can definitely try to do some solos and stuff, and that would be pretty cool. So that's definitely a possibility.
Hmm. If you could have any other musical skill that you currently don't have, um, like for example, like playing the guitar or singing,
That's
unless you can do that, um, which would you choose, like of any musical skills?
it's really a toss up between the two you mentioned, like playing guitar and singing. Because on one hand, like I'm pretty like envious of people who can just kind of pick up a guitar and just start playing, like even like four chord songs, like because it just sounds like so good and kind of like a natural kind of acoustic sound. And for singing wise, like if I had a singing voice, then I would definitely add some lyrics to some songs like that I made, because that's one of the things that like I'd like to do, because I know a lot of hardcore producers like I think Darren Styles and people like those, they actually use their own vocals for their hardcore songs. So if I could do both, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, it's a toss up between those two.
And are there any collabs that you're planning or wanting to have in the future?
Um, like I've had probably at least 10 people approach me for collabs, but only a couple have followed up on them, and I haven't really worked on any for a while. So um, probably not in the near future, but if I do start getting in contact with those people again, then yeah, like there's probably going to be some collabs out there.
Are you going to be collabing with Food Logs in the future?
That would be pretty cool. I haven't approached them about it yet, but that's a good idea because our styles are pretty similar, but at the same time, we can both contribute different things. So yeah, that's a good idea.
And I noticed that you had a remix of Spectrum by Zed, which is a mainstream song. Are you planning on doing more of those kinds of things? Because
Yes, definitely. Because like pony songs are good and all, but then again, they only like appeal to a specific like subset of people. Because like the people on my floor kind of like they know of my music and they actually like boring and stuff. But when remixes like Babseed come out, they're just like it has pony vocals in it. So
yeah, I know what you
I'm
mean.
yeah. So like I'm definitely like gonna keep doing both. But um my roommate especially, he wants me to make some more remixes like of Justin Bieber and stuff. But
Justin
um
Bieber's music is actually not that bad.
it's not that bad. Um but yeah, like I'll see what happens.
Yeah, because I've actually been showing some of my friends your Spectrum remix, and they like it. And I'm like, I wish I could show them more of your songs, but they're all
Yeah.
pony, and my friends aren't exactly, or a lot of my friends aren't exactly into ponies.
hmm Yeah. Like same feeling with me.
All right, so I just mentioned that remix, and all right, so I'll be starting audience questions after this song, which is Assertive Fluttershy's remix of Spectrum by Zed.
Breathing you in and I want you out. Finding our truth in a hope of doubt. Lying inside our quiet.
Alrighty, everyone. This is Shroo, and you're listening to Lunar Radio, and we have our interview with Assertive Fluttershy going on right now. So, right now we are going to be taking audience questions. If you are not currently on the RC channel, you can access it at lunaloves.us. And there's an IRC channel, which is basically a chat room, and you'll be asking questions directly to Assertive Fluttershy, and he will be answering them. So, go ahead.
Okay, so let's start from the top. Who are your inspirations for D&B drum step songs? Probably like Addictia has definitely influenced me a lot because he posts a lot of kind of songs and works in progress to Skype, and he his liquid drum and bass is really good, and same with Icky. Icky's drum and bass is really nice too. Like his growls are they make me envy him. In terms of mainstream artists, I think I don't really listen to that much mainstream drum and bass. I think my favorite one is Netsky though, and Netsky makes some pretty good stuff. Okay, let's see. I just want to know if he likes the whole .mov series thing by Hot Diggity. Yes, I do. The MOV series is a lot. I know a lot of people hate it because it's really kind of graphic and stuff, but it's a really well produced series, and it's really funny. So I do like that. Can you record some FFR videos? I already have some actually. It's on my other channel though, the one I used to have before Assertive Fluttershy, so I'll post that in chat right now actually. Okay. And okay, let's see. Yes, Kason, I love you. Boxers or briefs? Boxers, just because briefs are uncomfortable. Let's see. Do you actually listen to hardstyle? And if yes, what artists do you like? I don't listen to that much hardstyle. The ones I do hear though, they're pretty good because I actually like to listen to more kind of hardcore music, not really on a regular basis, but let's say when I'm playing FFR, Gabber and stuff. I like that. Like T-Paz makes some pretty good stuff. Let's see what else.
Oh, I have something super quick. So I asked everyone this, or everyone asked everyone this, but can you do a sweeper for Lunar Radio? Something kind of like, this is Assertive Fluttershy, and you're listening to Lunar Radio.
Sure. Okay. Hey guys, this is Assertive Fluttershy, and you're listening to Lunar Radio.
Sweet,
is that okay?
That works. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay. Do you know DJ Gage N? I do not know DJ Gage N. I'm sorry. What is best spaghetti? Okay. Mom Spaghetti's best spaghetti. Do you guys know the Mom Spaghetti remix of Eminem's "Lose Yourself"? Because if you don't, then I'm gonna have to link that because it is probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Oh, semi-related. What's your favorite pasta with sauce?
Favorite pasta?
Yeah, lasagna or spaghetti or ravioli or something.
Probably I'd have to see. Have to say fettuccine alfredo, because that's really good. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Any more questions? Did I miss any? Let's see. I don't think I missed any, but if you see any, then tell me, because I'm looking. Okay, I think that's it for questions at least. If anyone has any more, then just type them in chat.
Okay, so guys, if you have any more questions, go ask them right now. But for now, I'm going to actually play my favorite Assertive Fluttershy song, Still Shy VIP, the Assertive remix. everyone. This is Shroo, and you're listening to Luna Radio. And right now, we'll have our last few audience questions for Assertive Fluttershy, who I am interviewing right now. So go ahead.
Okay. Let's continue. Do you like wearing hats? I do not like wearing hats because most of the time I wear like my hair is in like a kind of, I guess, semi faux hawk thing. So if I wear hats, it messes it up, and I'm generally not a hat person. TF2 hats. I have like one hat that I got from a random drop or something, so not a lot. Um, Favorite non-pony TV show. Um, that's a pretty hard one. Um, I actually haven't watched much TV since I've come to university, but um, my roommate has been watching Dragon's Den a lot, and that's a pretty interesting show. So I guess that for now. I don't know. Let's see. Do you watch Doctor Who? No, I do not. Favorite game? It's hard for me to pick favorites, but I guess you could say uh, Stepmania or DDR, FFR. They're kind of all like in the same kind of vein. Do you own any pony swag? Yeah, I have. I think 4 shirts, a McDonald's pony, and I got a lot of gifts from my friends of random ponies. Like I guess, I think like 4 brushables or something, and like a huge spike. So yeah, and um, let's see. Favorite fanfic. I haven't read many. My favorite fanfic is probably Progress. I only read the first 5 chapters because that's what someone told me to read, but those 5 were pretty good. Um, let's see. What's your hair color? My hair is black. It's like I'm Asian, so it's pretty much black for every Asian. Well, actually, that's not true. A lot of Asians dye their hair, so yeah,
I'm Asian, and I don't dye my hair. It's black.
yeah. Let's see. And I think that's it. Do you even play TF2? Yes, I do, but I haven't played it in like a year probably. Yo, Fishin, get back to Team Pony Chat. And I think that's it.
Oh, he has
And
one more. Do you even lift?
do I lift? No, I do not lift. Got a problem with that?
/fit hates you now.
Okay.
Alright.
And
So
think,
I guess that wraps it up for our interview with Assertive Fluttershy. Thanks for joining us this evening. And I guess I'll play Taking Wing right now.
see you
So
later.
yay!
Yay.